What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex, and I'm back here with yet another video. And today we're gonna let me make sure my mic is close enough. Today we're going to talk about Melvin Ingram meeting with the Dolphins and whether or not we should sign him. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about Julio Jones and what that means. And Julio, we just gotta talk about Julio Jones because why not? You feel me? I mean, it's a discussion right now. Julio Jones requesting a trade. Should the Dolphins look at him? What would he bring to the team? We'll get to that later when we get into that. But right now, we're going to get into Melvin Ingram. Real quick, tell the people who like the video before they even heard the sentence. Let's get into the video now. Melvin Ingram. Guys, this would be a fantastic pickup for us. But it honestly just depends on what he wants to do because the Dolphins don't need Melvin Ingram. Well, low-key, he would be very, very helpful. But Melvin Ingram doesn't have a lot of leverage in this situation, at least not how I see it. It's May, okay? It's almost June.
Bruh.
You don't have that much leverage, Melvin Ingram. You're still not signed, okay? So what can you really tell us? He had a meeting with the Chiefs, during when free agency was real hype. He had a meeting with the Chiefs. They didn't come to an agreement. Don't know why they didn't come to an agreement. Maybe it was over money, but it's going to really depend on him because obviously if we're bringing him in, we want him, and I think we'll sign him for the right price. But it's going to depend on him, and hopefully his price isn't too high because it's May. When you're still around in May, you don't dictate anything, okay? Because there's a reason why you're still around in May, okay? Let's just put it that way. And so your options are limited here. You look at some of the other edge rushers, and he's the best one left, but there's still Justin Houston in free agency that's the same age as him, and there's still Olivia Vernon who's in free agency who is almost the same age. And I'm not saying they're as talented as him. He did make the Pro Bowl 3 straight years, before last year where he didn't have a single sack last year because he didn't play that many games. Okay, he had injury concerns, right? And that's one thing, the injury concerns. But he did make the Pro Bowl 3 straight years at a time. He is a good player. He's better than all the ones I named. He also had Joey Bosa. He's playing with Joey Bosa, so I mean, hey, that definitely takes pressure off him. Again, I don't know how he was getting blocked, but I don't imagine he was getting blocked, with double teams with Joey Bosa on the other side. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the film, but yeah, that's other edge rushers that are still available. That's the same age that, and then you have when you consider you have the knee injury, your value, to be honest with you, and I hate to tell somebody what their value is, but it's not that high. You feel me? Not in my eyes. I don't think, I just don't want to see, he would be very helpful for the team, especially with Jalen Phillips, who we just got to have that veteran leadership, because obviously we would like Jalen Phillips to be amazing, but we don't expect him his rookie year to just have 12 sacks, but Melvin Ingram could definitely, teach him stuff, take the pressure off of him, show him things. It would be awesome to have that veteran leadership right there on the defensive line. Plus, I think Melvin Ingram still has gas left in the tank. And so, it would be amazing to pick him up. But again, it has to be for the right number because, bro, we don't have to overpay you. You're not that important. Come on now. It's May, and you're still available. And it can't all. To me, free agents usually don't sign with a team based off of money or based off of winning. Okay, whichever one, those are two things that pretty much factor. Location could be one or two, but most of the time, when you see that a free agent chose a place, it was because of the money or it's because they wanted opportunity to win. In my opinion, Ingram met with the Chiefs in April or March and didn't sign with them. Obviously, with the Chiefs, you have a huge opportunity to win. Also, they sign based off role too, which goes along with money. But anyways, you have a huge opportunity to win with the Chiefs, and you chose not to go there. So to me, it's not all about winning for him because if it was all about winning, he would definitely would have went to the Chiefs. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it broke down, why they didn't sign him, but to me, if it was about money, because it's not about winning, then yeah, he would have went to the Chiefs. Okay. If it's about money, again, how much does he think he's worth? That to me is gonna be. Also, it could have been about role, as far as what kind of role he wants with the team. But again, this stuff we don't know. But if it's about money, you're not going to get a crazy amount of money because you're still around in May, coming off a knee injury that cost you to get 0 sacks last year, and you're old for an NFL player. So at that particular point, you're not going to make as much money as you may think you're worth. But if he settles for whatever we pay him, you know what I'm saying, he would be an excellent pickup for us, maybe an incentive deal or something like that. That would be fantastic. But I would love to have Melvin Ingram on our team. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would you guys like him? I would be fantastic. I didn't even know he was a free agent still. I didn't know what happened to him, but I would love to have him. But again, he doesn't dictate this, okay? And so if he comes in there asking for crazy amounts of money, oh this accommodate him in this way, whatever, bro. Because like I mean, it's May, bro. Are you gonna retire? Like what do you want to do? Like you're running out of options here, Melvin Ingram. Okay, I mean teams are getting ready for the OTAs are starting. I mean come on now, sign. Okay. That's my opinion on Melvin Ingram. Now, getting into the fun topic. Shannon Sharpe calls Julio Jones live on television. Julio Jones tells Shannon Sharpe he's out of Atlanta. He wants a trade. So now it's like a whole big old debate. Oh, should the Dolphins look at Julio Jones? It's kind of like a fun thing to talk about because, to be honest with you, I don't think we have a chance of getting Julio, nor do I think we need him. The reason why I don't think we have a chance of really getting him, however, though, is because we just don't need him, and also the contract situation. And then when you look at where we're at with receivers right now, it just doesn't make any sense. So let's just go ahead and get into it right now and get into exactly what's going on with Julio Jones and why he doesn't make really any sense for us. But again, you'll never see me say I don't want Julio Jones because he's a fantastic player. He's amazing. I love the talent, and I don't really get into contracts like that. But overall, he's like, I couldn't think of a position that we need less than receiver, which is weird to say because before the draft, we needed a receiver. Well, we really didn't even need a receiver then, but we got a receiver. So we definitely don't need one now. Okay? Will Fuller is good. We just signed him. He's going to start. Jalen Waddle, our slot receiver, I don't know where he's going to be playing, but Jalen Waddle is our rookie receiver. He's going to start too. We just drafted him at 6 overall. We did not draft him to sit him, okay? And you get to Devontae Parker, who's realistically the only place that Julio could take if he signed with us would be Devontae Parker's place. So when I'm looking at this from a perspective, I'm comparing him to Devontae Parker. Julio Jones is a better player than Devontae Parker. I don't think anybody needs to know that or needs me to tell him that. But that's when you get into the contract situation. And when you get into the contract situation, first and foremost, Julio's older. And our big knock against Devontae Parker is injury prone. Julio Jones' hamstring is giving him major issues, and he's older. So it's, once you get older, your injuries only go up, likely go up more. So he's older. He has similar injury concerns, and he gets paid more. Now, again, he's way better than Devontae Parker ever was. But those three things right there makes it seem like, to me, we don't need him, okay? Because it ain't like he's going to be any more dependable than Devontae Parker when his hamstring is getting injured. I'm pretty sure he's played more games than Devontae Parker. He's probably had more 16-game seasons than Devontae Parker. But regardless, his hamstring is trouble. He's older. And his contract is crazy. I don't even know if we could ever afford him. Yeah, he's still Julio. He's still an amazing guy. He's still somebody that can, but again, and if we could get him, I would take him 100%. If they set the offer right now and I was GM, I would take him. But again, it's not something that we need, not necessarily something that makes sense right now. But again, if the right offer came around, he would take Devontae Parker's spot. That's not what I'm worried about. But like, what would they want for him? It's just, if the right offer came around, I would definitely take it though. I ain't gonna lie to you, because he's amazing. But again, and you still got a game plan for him. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Calvin Ridley's a great player anyway, but he takes a lot of pressure off Calvin Ridley. It makes Calvin Ridley even better. So yeah, I would definitely take Julio Jones 1,000%. Six team. Nobody can still not guard him. Okay, but I'm just saying, as far as his age, he's going to be bad. He's going to eventually start to regress, which maybe is already happening because he did miss a lot of games last year. Didn't even get 1,000 receiving yards. So maybe his regression process already started, but he's going to start regressing. He might have 2-3 more years in his whole career. I'm not even sure if Devontae Parker, he might have 6 more years, maybe 2-3 for him too. So listen, at the end of the day, I guess it's like it just really depends on the money at the end of the day. And to me, honestly, we don't need Julio, but if we ever did pick him up, it actually would be fantastic. Doesn't really make a lot of sense because we're not even talking about how we still got precedent. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yes, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I will be the last person to complain about if we got Julio Jones, and I don't think anybody on the franchise will be complaining, or fan base will be complaining if we got Julio. But it's not necessary at all. Okay, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Roll to 11K. Flexing. I'm out.